Check 1 2. Does this thing even work? I wonder if it's that button. So, how's everybody doing? This is Luca Mino. I'm back for Learn to Unlearn. This is episode 28, I'm glad to say. And we have a message for you this time. I have a message for you this time, and it's a pretty serious one. And I want to start by talking to you in the car and telling you what happened recently because this has an enormous impact on my healing and on attitudes towards healing. So it's very important. Let's start there. Hello again, everyone. Well, geez, I got to tell you a little story real quick. You know how you're sitting there one day and you're doing what you do, like you always do, and all of a sudden your heart starts to palpitate and you start to feel like flushed and you got all this energy coming at you. It's one of the most beautiful feelings that I've ever felt in my entire life. It doesn't come very often. It's hard to understand. Okay, spirituality and people who live spiritually, they'll say that it's a connection to spirit, it's a connection to the higher source. Astronomers or new age people who get into planet alignments and stuff, they'll say, well, those are just the planets aligning, and it's Mercury in retrograde and blah blah blah. Okay, so everybody has their own views of what it is. As far as I'm concerned, it's a sacred spiritual connection. Okay, let me just put it that way. And without knowing it, a lot of people would think that it's, oh my God, it's like, this is like something's happening to me, just pounding in the chest. And up until now, when I had refuse coming out, when I had blood clots coming out in my urine, I always had a feeling that it was a good thing, that it was refuse coming out, like I was saying, that it's something that the body's rejecting. Okay? So in these maybe 12 to 18 hours that I'm talking about, that I was just ranting on Facebook, going nuts, writing stuff that wasn't even my way of writing. I was writing stuff that was just coming from not me. It wasn't me, okay? So after all that, I mean, that's just in the nutshell. It sounds so cliche or it sounds so simple, and so what? Well, it wasn't. It was a life-changing experience to me, and here comes the punchline. Sad to say, but we have to show this. This is probably the worst blood clot episode that I've ever gone through, and something tells me that it's for the better. Something tells me that there's a very good reason why this happened. And sure enough, no pain, nothing at all nothing at all different, just like, wow, and this happens at 5 a.m, a blood clot like that. I mean, this is a huge amount of, flesh / refuse / tissue that's not to be used anymore, and it just came out. So how could it not be a good thing? And this is after vitamin C with turmeric and black peppercorns since the 29th of February. This is SCAC that I'm taking twice a day for the past, year or so, or a little bit less. And SCAC in itself is a cancer fighter, as we know. Sorry if I'm repeating myself, but that's what this is all about. We have to keep repeating ourselves because this is what we're good at. This is what we do. This is our field. And I'm healing. I don't care what anybody says about it. I am healing, period. So, this part of my show this week wants to talk about, how all roads lead to Rome. If you want to heal and you want to heal and you want to heal and you're doing what you can to heal and you're literally working with your body, as my last shows were talking about, listening to yourself, talking to yourself, asking your body what it needs, what you want to eat, instead of using this. all these things are coming to pass. You know, you feel sick like that? Well, okay, you know, you take big pharma pills, you go to McDonald's all the time, you know, there you go. You have your answer and you have your result. Same thing as if you do what I'm doing. I'm eating a half an avocado almost every day. I'm trying to eat a lot less starch because I'm one of those people that just absolutely love everything that's so bad for you, as most of us, or as a lot of us, let's just say. It's really an honor to be able to do this series because I never thought I'd be able to put into practice what I'm literally feeling and what I've always wanted to do. So here we go, you know, and we don't have to talk about my visit to the oncologist that was going to set me up for 13 weeks of chemo, taking out my bladder, taking out my prostate, putting some kind of bladder back in with the mix match of whatever they ripped out of your body, and they make a bladder with that, and then they put it back in, put a bag on the outside, whatever, send you home with a catheter, and that's it. You know, happy trails. We got your money. You know how much I was worth in that office? If I would have said yes, somewhere between $25,000 and $250,000 to the medical profession. And you know what? I like to use the word medical practice from now on because that's what they do. They practice on us, and that's all they do. It's 17th century medicine, folks. And I was right from the beginning when I always said that it's Rockefeller medicine. And Rockefeller medicine has, you can check this out. Rockefeller medicine is allopathy. It's allopathic medicine. It's not naturopathy. Ask anybody. Naturopathy was dealing with nature to heal you with every single plant that there is outside that's good for a certain thing. Allopathy comes along, oh, well, you know, cut, rip, take out, and burn, you know? With Rockefeller's oil / petrochemicals, refuse, you know, leftovers of all that stuff that they had to get rid of, you know, chemtrails falling down on us from the sky. We've got Wi-Fi that's eating us out from the inside, just like a microwave, which is what it is. You know, think about it. We have GMOs, we have fake food, we have processed food. Does this sound like parents that love their children? Hardly. So the aim of this video, the aim of this series, is to empower people. Don't go to the doctor and just be their slave, just like we're doing with governments. Take a hold of your life. Take your power back. You know, learn about how you can heal yourself. You're the one that's going to be eating, so decide what your body is going to eat. It's fuel for your body. And my first step in healing my own body, guess what that was? My first step was to stop big pharma pills. And I don't mean oxycodone or hydrocodone. I'm talking about, one pill to help the flow of urine, another pill to help, decrease the swelling in the bladder and the prostate. I mean, this is all stuff that big pharma makes. They don't know what they're doing. You know, if the doctor says, well, if this doesn't work, come back in 2 weeks and we'll try something else. Practice, medical practice. Think about it. Start taking a hold of your own life and making your own decisions for your own health and empowering yourself. You won't believe what's going to happen to you when you do.